Hello guys, welcome back to the video. I hope you guys are doing great. And as you have seen the title, today we'll be discussing about how did I crack my first internship in the sixth semester. As you all know, like these days it's getting very complicated and very difficult to cracking internships in college. Not enough opportunities and all those problems. And I'll be sharing in detail how did I plan and how did I strategize to crack an internship in my sixth semester. And if you are a student in your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth semester, it will be really helpful if you can follow this guide. Like I'll be explaining in detail what was my process. And so without any further ado, let's get started. Let me give you a brief introduction or brief idea about like my college and my internship pattern in the college. So like it's a typical tier 3 college where not many companies visit for on campus, so I had to rely on off campus opportunities. So I started my actual preparation from third semester itself. Like my friends from other college, they were already getting internships in their sixth semester. In my college, like we had an policy where even if you get an internship on campus, you are not allowed to go for it till your 8th semester. Even if you crack an internship in any of the semesters, you are not allowed to go for it. Like you have to be present in the campus and all those things. But I didn't made it as a blocker to find internships. I started my search from 5th semester itself, and it was the peak during it was a peak time during 6th semester when everyone was getting opportunities, and there were no companies visiting to our campus in 2024. As you all know, like the placement scenarios were like very bad. I was very clear that we cannot depend on the college even for placements, let alone about internship. Dividing this video into two parts. First part is like the building phase. How did I plan, like how did I strategize, like what things did I focus on. And the second step would be what was the like execution. I would say the first step would be building your profile, like what skills did I focus on and what was my planning in my fourth semester till my sixth semester. What was I doing, and then in the sixth semester how did I plan and what approach did I take to apply for companies. So in this way I'll be dividing the video in two parts. So the first part is like the building phase, where I was practicing DSA from the third sem itself, like, and web development along with it. I started DSA, but I couldn't keep up the consistency like anyone else. And then I started doing web development, learning web development in my third and fourth semester, and making some projects like end-to-end full stack project using like Merge Stack, Node.js, MongoDB, and all those things. So till my sixth semester I was comfortable with my basic DSA problem solving skills, basic or till medium level questions. I was not able to do hard questions or like very difficult medium questions. Till sixth semester, this was my phase where I had some full stack projects into my resume, focused on web development, basically on Merge Stack. And apart from that, I was also having very fundamental understanding of DSA with standard algorithms of DSA. I would recommend is like there are two ways to get an intern in college. First method, which is being very good at DSA, where you crack like top companies, have done like competitive programming, and where you have not done much development. That would be one of the way where you apply off campus, big tech companies, where you crack DSA rounds and get the internships. And the second way which I took was like being good at both development and DSA. I personally found this way to be more quick, because specifically in tier 3 college you cannot just rely on one of the skills. Like I found like this could be my opinion, but I had my interest in development also, so I didn't want to compromise on that. I took both DSA and development, but first I completed development, which was my third to fourth semester, and from fourth semester I started DSA more consistently, like solving problems every day and participating in Geeks for Geeks, the weekly challenges or lead code problems and or lead code weekly contest. The second step which I told which I took was being good at DSA and both at web development. Doesn't mean that you are very good in both the things. Like you pick one of the tech stack, like it could be Android, iOS, or backend, frontend, or anything for development, and you have very good fundamental understanding of it, where you can build simple end-to-end projects like full stack projects using that technology. And then the second part, which is the DSA part, again, that doesn't mean like you are very good problem solver, you are solving like hard level problems. You are good enough to tackle a medium level question in an interview and able to give at least one approach for that particular problem. So that is the level like I was targeting, and I would also recommend to target this level. The reason being why focus on both development and DSA is because for any student in college, it's much easier to get into a startup for an intern, and I would recommend doing an intern in a startup because you get to learn a lot of things, and there you will be given more roles and responsibilities. So and startups don't much care about your DSA. They want, you have done already development stuff, you are already aware of tools and technologies which are being used inside the company, so that you can contribute within the first day itself when you join. Like you understand entire their tech stack. That would be really helpful for you to get started once you join the company. So that is the main thing. I focused both on development and DSA. The reason being DSA is because some good startups, they ask both DSA and development. Like, I'll be talking about my experience as well in some other video, where I was, so in my first internship I was grilled both on DSA and development concepts. That was my strategy. So this was about like preparation or building phase, third to sixth semester. So the problem is, once you go towards your ending semesters, you won't be able to get enough time to prepare as well as apply. So it's recommended to start your ideal preparation time is like from first semester itself. But even third semester is not an issue, like since I started from third semester. So let's talk about the strategy which I used in my sixth semester to apply for the companies. Don't specifically target the platforms. Like, I would recommend using multiple platforms, as many as you can. So basically what I used to do is dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours every day to keep applying. Like, it could be LinkedIn, it could be your Internshala, it could be any platform, or it could be Telegram groups where we get job updates, or anything, any source. Or just grab onto as many resources as you can and just keep applying, because as we all know, since the competition has increased, it's all about the probability, where if you keep applying, there's a chance that you might get an interview. Irrespective of the platform, just your strategy should be, suppose, let me take an example, LinkedIn, or suppose let me take an example of Internshala. So both these platforms have a post of, or a job post. So this job post will have your role, responsibilities, job description, and apply link. So you basically go and apply to that particular job post. These job posts have details about the company. So take the details about the company, try to Google it, and go on to the careers page of that particular company. So there will be multiple positions open. So suppose you might have applied for HD1, HD intern Android, or HD intern front end on Internshala or LinkedIn, and on careers page there can be a possibility of, there is an opening for HD intern backend as well, or Android as well, or a DevOps intern or SRE intern, or anything as such. So go on to the careers page and apply to those positions as well, which you find suitable for you, or if you are interested in, apply to these relevant positions as well, which you find on careers page. And there might be a possibility, like not every position open on careers page will be posted on LinkedIn or Internshala or any of these platforms. So in this way you can find more openings. Now I got the details of the companies from the job post after applying it, and the same details I'll use to find about it on LinkedIn. Like, I will search like XYZ company, and I'll get all the people working there, the website of it, and whatever the details, like the post and everything. So I'll go into people, sending these personalized template connection requests to HRs and engineers working there. Like, basically asking for referrals, or if they are aware of any hiring in their team. While sending these messages or connection requests, also don't just go blindly and send requests to people just working there. Open the profile and check, are they even active on LinkedIn. Most people, what I see is, they just open profile and like they are not active, and they are not much using LinkedIn. So even if you send a connection request, it's no point. Go onto the profile and see their recent interaction, their likes or their post or something. If, like, in this strategy you'll be sending tons of connection requests. Basically in my college, I remember, like, when I used to send connection requests, there will be a actually weekly limit for free accounts, like from LinkedIn. So I used to get exhausted from it. Like, so you have to keep in mind that whatever the connection request you are sending, it's being sent to an active profile, instead of wasting that to an inactive profile. If it is a small or early age startup which you are applying, if it is like from 10 to 200 people, what I would recommend is send your connection request mostly to HD3s or lead engineers who are working there, because most of the times in startups, these are the people who are aware and looking to expand their teams if there is any requirement in the team. So prioritize on sending like higher level engineers like HD3 lead or like someone, and they will be even happy to help you if you are having a proper suitable skill set what they require. A company more than 250 plus people or little like larger company, then I would recommend to send like to SD1s and SD2s whoever is working there, so that they can refer you and like you can get the opportunity, connect you with the person who's recruiting for that particular position. Send a template along with the message which will be sending for referral in the DM. This might look lengthy, like since you're checking the job post, then applying the job post, then searching the details of the company, then going on to the careers page and applying to the relevant positions open on that particular company, and then again going back to LinkedIn, searching people who are working there and sending requests to recruiters, HR and engineers working there. So this might sound very lengthy process, but this is what I followed in my college, where through LinkedIn I reached out to one of the HD3s working in a startup, and he was happy to provide the contact of HR, and then applying DFS algorithm to apply jobs as well. If you are aware of that algorithm, like you just go on to that job post and go on to the company links, and then again drill down to the companies, people who are working in that company, then again finding relevant openings on that particular company's page. So it's like going in depth and figuring out all the open positions. This will basically increase your possibility. It will also increase the number of job applications you will be sending. It was the strategy I followed, which I wanted to share. Like it could be anything. I used Internshala, not only LinkedIn. You can use even Internshala, like, because most of the startups post their requirement on Internshala, and it's very active among college students. You can even use AngelList, which is like Wellfound now. You can use even that platform, and link to all these platforms I'll be providing in the description. So I used to do this activity for at least 15 to 20 companies on an average every day while I was in my 6th sem. So this increased my chances of getting interview calls to different startups and finally landing one of the internships. On the LinkedIn as well, when you start approaching people, many times you'll get ignored. Even I was getting like ignored most of the times, but 8 out of 10 times you will be ignored. But there are some chances like where people are happy to help, so you just need to figure out for those 1 or 2 chances where you get the referral or you get the support from the people. It's all about the possibility or chances. So you just need to keep applying, and it will increase the possibility. This for both LinkedIn, Internshala, and Wellfound, and like multiple other internship listing pages. Like these days there are many, and I hope like you found this helpful. This was the strategy which I used, and it did really work for me. And I just wanted to share with you people, like for internships in college, they are not sure like where to apply, like how to find. So that's the reason I created this video. Like it could be helpful for people who are finding internships in their college. And do make sure to share this video in your friends group, or any one of your friends who are looking out for internships and not sure how to apply and how to find opportunities. From my end, this was the strategy which I wanted to share, and definitely if it has worked for me, it will work for you as well. And if you want me to create in-depth video how exactly to do this, also do let me know in the comments. Like I would do it in a recorded video where I will be taking a job post and doing exactly what I mentioned. And do let me know in the comments like if it was helpful. Do make sure to comment down below if this strategy works for. And until then, see you all in the next video. Bye bye.